Right now tonight at 6, guards with a prisoner transport company accused of forcing sex on women in their custody, sometimes at gunpoint. KARE 11, our sister television station in Minneapolis, uncovered these very serious allegations, which led to arrests and lawsuits. So tonight, our Focus investigator, John Charlton, is explaining how a warning from a woman here in Kentucky, if listened to, could have protected a lot of other female inmates.
It takes almost 2 hours driving south from Indianapolis and crossing over into Kentucky. Another hour or so on top of that to get to Munfordville. That's the most direct route from the Marion County Jail to the Hart County Jail. However, in March of 2019, the trip took some very wrong turns, according to a 29-year-old pregnant prisoner identified as LP in court documents. Marquette Johnson was one of the guards, and she had some disturbing things to say about him. According to this incident report Focus obtained from the Hart County Jail, LP complained Johnson asked if he could use her baby bump as a pillow. At one point, when she said she was the last one left on the transport, Johnson climbed over to sit with her and started rubbing her back and her belly. And prior to dropping her off, she stated the guards told her they could have had so much fun. That's why they saved her for last, and that they've never been with a pregnant white girl. Concluding that she was scared for her safety, LP didn't realize that her complaint would be at the center of a nationwide investigation into repeated sexual abuse and rape.
He was a predator, and I was the prey.
Danielle Civils accuses Johnson of actually raping her more than once. It was also in 2019 as she was being transported across the country from jail in Dallas, Texas to jail in St. Paul, Minnesota. Danielle says the first time happened at a rest stop in Oklahoma.
I'm handcuffed. I'm in a bathroom stall.
Danielle later learned she wasn't the only one when the FBI got involved. According to a federal criminal case filed earlier this year in New Mexico, Johnson is suspected of sexually assaulting at least 15 women he transported, some at gunpoint. Dabrielle Dixon says Johnson attacked her while being transported from Chicago to Des Moines.
I didn't fight back because, like I said, I'm handcuffed, I'm in the bathroom, I'm far from home, so I just did it.
It wasn't just Johnson. Several guards are implicated. At least 21 sex assault allegations where there's been either a conviction, a lawsuit, or federal charges. The thing the guards had in common? They all worked for a private for-profit company called Inmate Services Corp., or ISC. The attorney representing Danielle Civils in a federal lawsuit argues that there was a lack of oversight by counties across the country which contracted ISC.
They are feeding these women exactly into that situation where it's a lamb to slaughter.
Records show that when the FBI went to search Inmate Services Corp's headquarters in West Memphis, Arkansas, special agents found LP's complaint. Evidence ISC knew about Marquette Johnson, yet the company allowed him to keep transporting women. After LP raised the red flag, at least 11 women report that Johnson sexually assaulted them, Danielle Civils included.
This is probably just scratching the surface. There's probably many other victims out there.
Court records indicate Marquette Johnson is expected to enter a guilty plea early next month. Although Inmate Services Corp faces lawsuits, the company appears to be out of business. You can link to KARE 11's comprehensive series of reports on these prisoner transports going terribly wrong, as well as the dangerous lack of oversight at WHS11.com. John Charlton, WHS 11 on your side.